Having a good time?
Yeah.
Well, as introduced, my name is actually Rick Petrocchi, but I go by Easy Street Rick for your convenience. See, I've gone all my life and never, not once, has anyone ever got my last name right on the first try. I'm talking about teachers, doctors, my best friend of all time. Can't pronounce my last name right. I got every version of it. Is it Patricki? Is it Petroki? I think my favorite, worst one was, is it Patriarchy?
Oh.
No, and hell no. So for simplicity's sake, let's go with Easy Street. How did I come up with that nickname? Well, like actually any good nickname, I didn't. It was actually meant as an insult to me. Anytime I was given an assignment in class, there was this one guy in the back that would always go, "Oh no, not Easy Street." Probably did that because in high school, like most of life, and now, I kind of skate through it, taking the easy street. But I decided to take that insult and use it to power it. I just love the ring of it. Kind of like how Fat Amy does it in Pitch Perfect. I just love the ring of it. Easy Street Rick. That's EZ Street Rick, all one word on Twitter and YouTube if you want to follow me. I'm sorry, I get shocked every now and then. I shamelessly promote myself. So how many people over here are on a date tonight? Come on, show of hands or clap, one or the other. There we go. Yeah. I took a girl to the comedy club once on a date. I found out the hard way she's a hitter. Not like domestic violence or like Manny Pacquiao hitter. She just really was very enthusiastic at every good joke and made sure my shoulder knew it. Have seen this guy? Have seen this guy? He's hilarious. He's hilarious. He's so funny. So funny. If you know a girl like this, I suggest industrial strength shoulder pads. If you can't afford that, I also suggest, in a pinch, extra strength maxi pads. We actually had to break up because I had to stop taking her to comedies and she got sick of going to depressing places. I kept taking her to places like sad movies, pet cemeteries, hospitals, funerals. I weighed out the pros and cons. I'd rather have her cry on my shoulder than pummeling my shoulder. But honey, why don't we go to any more comedies, she would ask. Sorry, honey, one more comedy and I'll fracture my clavicle. The good news is she is actually now the top-ranked Krav Maga teacher here in Ottawa. It's the only place where you'll hear you'll go to a Krav Maga class and hear Weird Al on loop. I'm celebrating a milestone recently. I recently turned 30. I turned 369 days ago. For those of you that failed math in high school, like certain friends of mine, I'm actually 31. And I actually don't get the stigma of hiding your age. I just wrote it in here because, well, as you can see, it got a few laughs. But, ladies, let's be honest for a minute. There's a few people out there that's 29, and about half of you 29-year-olds are only telling the truth. Some of you have been 29 more than a few days past. I was talking to my aunt the other day, and she gave me this one. I'm 29 with 31 years of experience. Last I checked, we don't live in a world of Twilight where vampires roam amongst us, and the worst thing that happened to sunlight is they sparkle. My grandfather, God rest his soul, lived up to the age of 98 years old.
Wow.
98. Me being the competitive fool I am, I don't see 98 as my life expectancy. I see that as the new high score to beat. How you ask? Well, the thing is, like any other high score I plan to beat, no matter what, I plan to now reach the goal of 230.
Oh, whoa.
If you're gonna, shoot for a goal, you may as well shoot high, right? No matter how many times my wife rolls her eyes at me, I still stick with that goal. But Rick, how do you expect to do that? That's ridiculous. I'm glad you asked, sir. Is it by eating well and exercise? No. If you can tell my belly, I love my bacon. Bacon, anything, oh god. So much like any other video game where I have to beat a high score, I plan to cheat. I have said it before and I'm not afraid to say it again. I am not above going bionic. Much like that bionic man from that TV show with a bionic man that saved the... Inspector Gadget! I'll be honest, I checked out the stats of the bionic man, and they were all right. He has super strength, able to bulldoze through anything. Super speed, able to run 100 kilometers an hour. Super vision with one of his camera eyes. I can also shoot a laser beam and enhance his visibility. But compared to Inspector Gadget, he has all of that and a bag of chips. No, literally, a bag of chips. He had an extra hand come out of his hat and give him a bag of chips to snack on. Who doesn't want that ability? I mean, Inspector Gadget had telescopic limbs. He had Swiss Army fingers, and he even had, for those 50 Shades of Grey fans, a lasso tie and handcuffs.
Oh.
But my favorite ability of his was his Go-Go Gadget helicopter. Wowzer. And let's face it, I know that Inspector Gadget will glitch out every now and then, but now we have the technology. Send him to Geek Squad, they'll fix him up. Plus, general rule of thumb, better theme song equals better winner. Do-do-do-do, Inspector Gadget, do-do-do-do-do. The theme song for the Bionic Man, if you call it that, sounds like it was written by Daft Punk. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. We'll make him harder, better, faster, stronger.